All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Once again, this podcast is brought to you by oneandparlay.com. Make sure you use a promo code JMP. Get your 100% deposit match up to
$7,000.
$250.
That's close.
But make sure NFL is coming up. So if you're going to bet, now is the perfect time. We will also be looking out for you should be looking out for our social medias. We will be posting the same stuff like we did last week with college football. So, but yeah, you'll start to see that. Just a little reminder, you still have that promo code. So if you come across it, it's worth it. Everybody that has used it so far, money. Exactly, free money. And everybody else that has signed up so far got the 100% deposit match and has been winning. Because
you keep up with everybody that did it?
Yeah. I like to have communications with everyone that want to be, a special part of our family and oneandparlay.com. But yeah, look at those parlays for tonight. Look at like Yankees money line. They're playing the Astros. They're minus 118. That's a good one to add in today for your parlay. I'd also do Nationals over the Marlins. Those are probably my two best ones for the odds, other than going to like minus 205 or anything else. But yeah, we can talk about more of that later. I think when we talk about college football today, we can possibly give you guys a little parlay inside. I haven't been too hot recently, could be better.
You just said bet the Nationals. They're not even favored.
I thought they were favored.
No.
Oh, well, okay. Don't bet the Nationals. But I would say bet the Yankees if you're trying to do like a, 3 parlay. So moving on, college football week 1 in wrap. Once again, nothing too crazy with the NFL at the moment. So this is, a normal episode.
This is our NFL news. Gabe Davis signed with the Bills.
Exactly.
And Micah Parsons is hurt.
Yeah. Gabe Davis was rumored to, be visiting Pittsburgh and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he was, as soon as he got released, was going to the Bills.
Yeah.
They said that he was visiting them as soon as he got released.
So, nothing besides that. Moving on to college football. Obviously, last game that just happened, North Carolina last night.
Great game.
We can talk about that a little bit. Obviously, was not probably the result Bill was looking for.
Nor his girlfriend.
But first game as a head coach, brand new program for him.
Yeah, but
you can't expect things to go perfect.
I agree,
right off
to
the start.
That first drive, they looked so money, and then they
they did. First drive, they looked amazing. But yeah, if any coach is going to be able to fix those errors in the way that they just fell apart after that first drive, it's going to be Bill Belichick. So North Carolina's got obviously fantastic coach.
It's him coaching kids versus him coaching full-grown men.
Yeah, but North Carolina, how tough is their schedule this year?
There's really have teams in the ACC? So. And Clemson, Florida State. There's going to be some tough teams.
Yeah, so they'll probably finish with 5 losses, 6 losses.
I don't know, maybe more than that.
They turn it around. But obviously, week 1, we've already talked about Iowa State, Kansas State. That's in the wraps.
We didn't talk about it.
That was a double game.
That was also week 0 game.
Yeah, and that was a game in Dublin. Really, really shitty. Just the way that the whole entire first half was played. I think there was 4 fumbles total in the first half. Looked like nobody could catch the ball.
I think his name is Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson. And then, it was just not, a very highlight game. 24-21 final score. Kansas State also entered this game ranked. I believe they were ranked 23rd.
17.
They were 17th?
Mm-hmm.
So Iowa State was ranked 23rd.
They were ranked 22.
22. And so then Kansas State is no longer ranked at the moment. But, yeah, other than the 24-21, moving on to kind of what really kicked off college football. You're looking at, which is crazy.
No, but let's save that game for a minute. Let's kind of go down the line. That game was crazy. Boise State.
Byron Brown is an absolute menace.
Now, I'll tell you what. He was trucking motherfuckers.
The way that he would slow down behind the line of scrimmage just the truck stick defenders that were coming in that
they couldn't tackle him. And he's the quarterback.
He was insane. He was insane. That highlight tape that I watched on TikTok, it was like 3 minutes long of nothing but his runs against Boise State. This dude literally he's playing on a rookie mode when he's scrambling. I mean, he is absolutely.
He's also huge.
Yes, he is.
I don't know how tall he is, but he looked big.
And he's only a 3-star recruit out of high school.
That's why he goes to South Florida.
And that dude's a dog. I mean, obviously, it's just one game, but Boise State was ranked. I think they were only ranked 25th.
They probably shouldn't have been.
But hey, that's a top 25 win for them, even though it's 25th. But it is a top 25 win, and they dominated 34-7.
Yeah.
That was just. I was shocked, obviously, because I wasn't watching the game. Not many people were.
I would watch it.
But insane the way he just ran the ball, and it was the way he was running reminded me of. Remember that clip a couple years ago with Alvin Kamara where he literally had that like 30-yard touchdown and actually looked like he was just like jogging, and he took like a couple of hits from the side and act like nothing happened.
Yeah,
that's literally what it reminded me of. Just watching that,
trucking people.
Yeah, he was absolutely destroying. Like that one
where he was laying his shoulder.
That one where he was about to run it in to the end zone and destroyed that guy at the goal line. Yeah. Like the dude's doing it for fun every single time. I love it. Illinois plays Western Illinois.
Yeah, nice little pay to win.
That's a little beat down, 52-3.
I mean, their quarterback's nice too.
Tennessee, Syracuse, 45-26.
A lot of people are saying they thought that could have been an upset. But clearly, Tennessee still got some firepower on offense without Iamaleava, and he looked like poop in his first game.
Is McCourt still, or did he go to the
No,
draft?
he's in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's on the.
So who was?
He's on the Eagles.
Who is there?
No idea. They probably got some transfers in or something.
Yazan Willis.
No,
that's a running back. Steve Ngeli. Not a bad game. I mean,
not a great game.
58%. 23 for 40, 274 yards. Got sacked 5 times. Tennessee, Joey Aguilar, no sacks. That's pretty good to see for week 1. I mean, you're not playing opponent to your level, but that's still good to see that you're not allowing any sacks.
I forgot where they said he came from. I think he came from UCLA. They basically swapped him in Iamaleava or something.
But yeah, that's a good line. That's a good stat line too. Just neither quarterback had a high percentage, completion percentage, but 16 for 28, 247 yards. No, I said neither one had a very high.
I was like, they're the same completion percentage.
But 247, 3 touchdowns for Tennessee, and then Star Thomas. That's a good name. I like that name. Tennessee running back Star Thomas, 12 rushes, 92 yards, and then Deshaun Bishop, 11 for 82. Good game. Good game by Tennessee. Then moving on from Tennessee, obviously, really kicked off week 1. Didn't really feel like it because it was just a shitty game for the first half.
Because it's all deep. It was all defense the whole game, and
the over/under was set at 38.5.
Where did you get that line at? When I was looking at the game, the over/under was like 55.
38.5. 55.
46.
46. I think maybe I took a different one. I think I took a different one.
You probably took an alternate.
I think I did over 38.5. And then I did another one where I did under 41.5. So one of them hit. But
neither quarterback looked great.
I mean, Arch Manning looked better towards the second half. But
I mean, it's just the thing is people are like saying they're either not bought into the hype or they're like they think he's overrated.
That's his third career start.
Well, and it's like basically his first time knowing he's gonna be starting, so there's more pressure on him.
And you're playing Ohio State.
In Ohio State, one of the toughest places to play.
Yeah, so I mean, Texas drops down to 7 after that. Obviously, Ohio State moves up to number 1.
I don't think they should have, just because that whole game was bad. But
I mean,
they beat the number 1 team and they were third. So.
But realistically, Penn State's sitting at 2. What do? Do you move Penn State up 1? They just played Nevada.
I mean, Penn State probably is gonna be better than Ohio State. They have a better quarterback.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot more experience.
The only thing is defense. Like Ohio State's defense is always crazy good.
But Penn State's defense is crazy good this year too.
I mean, Penn State's basically got the same roster. He's lost like 4 people.
Yeah, and I wanted to go over that game as well. Obviously, not a huge game because it's Nevada. But
we're gonna go over
it. But I don't think there's literally anything to worry about. Literally, fuck all that slander about Arch Manning. The dude has never had. He's never had this experience before. Like, let the dude experience. And the good thing for him is that what other atmosphere are you going to play in the rest of the season?
It's harder than that.
Yeah, I think that's a good trendsetter for him. Starting the season off at Ohio State, that's tough for anyone, especially someone with the hype of Arch Manning. And he knows he has that hype too, so he's probably definitely a little bit worried, probably playing up to that hype. But I don't know what you expect of that guy. Third career start, like you said, first start that he actually knew he was starting.
Well, he probably knew he was starting the other ones, but it's like you're playing against bum teams, and that's his third career start, and he had 9 touchdowns before that.
Yeah,
like in his other games because the other teams he was playing were terrible.
Yeah, so I mean, but Texas rushing got 16 for 80 from Wishner. CJ Baxter 10 for 40, and Arch Manning 10 for 38, which I think you'll see.
He's going to be moving.
That's going to be bigger numbers throughout the year when you're not playing Ohio State linebackers and DNs.
No, it'll probably be lower. If anything, because he's slinging it.
Well, yeah, that too. He can definitely.
They ran the ball 36 times.
That's absurd. Yeah, and I mean, Ohio State just got a good defense. There's really nothing else to it other than their defense is very good. I wish I would tell you the defensive stats. That's kind of stupid.
Why do you want to see them?
I want to see the sacks. Obviously,
it says 1 sack and 0.
Yeah, I want to see the players.
Whatever.
Then moving on.
That's why they're not ranked anymore.
Indiana, Old Dominion. It was actually super close.
Which is embarrassing.
With 3 minutes left in the second, the score was 10-7 IU. So heading into halftime, it was a 10-7 score. They're just not anything right now. They don't have a quarterback. Well, their quarterback's gone anyways.
Yeah, but they weren't anything last year. They had a cake schedule.
Yeah, they did. They had the easiest schedule in the Big Ten.
Did that, and then they got their. I don't remember what the score was, but I think I remember.
Well, they played Ohio State.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they lost by like 28 or 26.
Obviously, Georgia's beating the shit out of.
Yeah, I mean that's a pay to get your ass beat type of game right there with Marshall playing Georgia.
I'll tell you what though, that they're not looking like Gunnar Stockton throwing the ball doesn't do anything for me.
No,
they might have been better off with Carson Beck.
Carson Beck did look good with Miami, but
he didn't look great, but he looked better than
that catch though. Well, that catch was
insane.
Talking
about the Miami game?
Oh yeah,
that was nuts.
So for the Penn State Nevada game, obviously we anticipate a lot more on the rushing side. I was pretty disappointed to see Singleton.
They didn't carry the ball that much.
But 8 rushes for 19 yards for Singleton. That's really low. And against Nevada, that is a little concerning to see that week 1.
Yeah, but they also had 5 people get more than 5 carries.
Well, they got carries more towards like the 4th when nobody played in the 4th. So Cam Wallace, Corey Smith, and Grunkemeyer, he's a backup quarterback, which he led a solid drive when he came in.
And it was singling in 2 touchdowns.
Chuba Purdy is a quarterback for Nevada. Did not know that. So Brock Purdy's little brother. Chuba Purdy.
Well, he probably isn't good.
Well, he was getting rocked for sure.
Well, he had 97 yards. So
yeah, and he ran the ball a lot. 14 rushes, 55 yards. That was their leading rusher. The second highest was 12 yards with
on
1 rush. Yeah, I mean, there was just not a lot of progress for Nevada the whole entire game, which obviously I loved.
Football school, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and the defense looked absolutely incredible. I mean, it really was a beatdown. When you look at the score,
it was a beatdown.
Nevada scored with 30 seconds left to get 46-11 instead of 46-3. Yeah. So make it look a little bit better. But overall, Penn State's defense looked incredible. They had 3 forced fumbles on the game, or no, 2 forced fumbles on the game, 3 sacks on the game. Yeah, good game. I'm excited for our defense just for the whole season. We look solid. We have really good ends this year. They played well last year, but players like Abdul Carter, it's going to limit your playing time. So yeah, excited for it. Iowa State playing South Dakota. That is going to be a box score that you expect it to be 55-7. I wonder how much they pay like South Dakota. How much do you think they normally pay? For a smaller school like Iowa State,
it depends on it depends on the school, but I'm guessing somewhere around like 500 to $1 million.
Yeah, I always wondered. I never knew what the price was for like other for like Big 12 when they're playing like South Dakota shit like that.
Well, I mean,
Georgia will pay whatever.
That whole game they had 2 incompletions.
Iowa State?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's
good.
That's nuts.
That's a good showing. Florida State, Alabama. So now Florida State jumps up to 14th in the rankings.
Bama drops pretty far.
Bama drops all the way down to 21, which obviously is going to happen.
But nice thing
Florida State, that's unranked.
Yeah, but now they're ranked 14th.
Yeah. So,
but I also like Florida State's quarterback, Tommy Castellanos. He is at Boston College last year.
But that's got to be one of the highest jumps.
Nice.
I mean, that's an insane jump from unranked to 14. It kind of depends
because it was just the first week of the season, so they're still trying to feel it out.
Yeah, and Alabama was ranked 8th, so I think that adds a lot more to it.
Alabama's gonna get the respect to be ranked high enough.
Yeah, Alabama. Looking at that score, you got Ty Simpson, 23 for 43, so they're slinging it the whole entire time. But what else are you going to do when you're losing basically the whole entire game? You're not going to get a lot of rushes. And that's what happened here. Got sacked 3 times, but, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns. Castellanos, like we said, he's a running quarterback. So you look at his stat line, great on the ground, 16 rushes, 78 yards.
He had more rushing attempts than passing attempts.
Yeah, he did. So 9 for 14 on passing, 152 yards, 1 sack. But you don't have if you don't need him to be throwing touchdowns, just need him to get you down the field. He's going to do that.
He's good at running.
Yeah. So that is, and it's good for Florida State too. They're just so bad last year.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try and go get somebody that hasn't played good their entire college career and try and make him play good. Because DJ Ungamalea or whatever, he was big giant dude, 5-star recruit, never played good in college, and they were like, let's go try him
out. One of the faster college receivers in football, Squirrel White, only had 1 catch for 40 yards, but he's been
that's a crazy name.
Yeah, I like that name. And then Jeremy Bernard on Alabama.
Yeah, he's good.
8 catches, 146 yards, no touchdowns, but that's a great stat line.
It's a good day when you're outshining Ryan Williams.
And you're playing against a Florida State that, obviously proven that they're good. They're a really good school this year.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I guess
Alabama's got a whole new team besides Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard.
But love to see it.
Yeah, nobody likes Alabama, so.
Love to see it. Oregon playing Montana State. It's another one of those. You're just getting your ass beat and you're taking this money.
Pay to win. They probably paid like $2 million to play them. 2-3.
Yeah. I would say Montana State would take a lot of money.
I don't think that proves that Oregon's going to be good, though, because that quarterback they have, he's never been great. And,
Yeah, I'm not going to take any impressions off anybody that's playing Montana State.
Most teams like that. Yeah.
Oklahoma, 35-3. Now, I definitely thought that they would probably drop, 45, 42.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too familiar with Oklahoma this year because they lost, Jackson Arnold went to Auburn, and, I don't know much of their roster this year. But, just looking at the stats of the game, they didn't really play bad. They just didn't score a lot.
Yeah, and, if you're not going to score a lot, at least have dominant football. And, final score of 3.
I could have probably fucking held them to 3 by myself, if we're being honest.
Texas A&M, UTSA, definitely thought Texas A&M would have a little bit more of a spread.
Definitely thought that they would fucking win by more.
Yeah.
But, I mean, UTSA also is a good, like, lower-end school. But, like...
yeah, that's kind of close.
They're not...
I mean, for a ranked Texas A&M playing UTSA.
Not even that. They're a fucking SEC team. Like, you should, I feel like, beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, because at one point, so to start the third quarter, the score was 17-21. So...
I mean, they turned it up in the second half.
They did. They definitely did.
Outscored them by 3 touchdowns in the second half.
But if I'm an Aggies fan, I'm.
Yeah, but who is really? They probably ain't had fans since Manziel left.
Yeah, that's true. Florida playing Long Island. Obviously, that quarterback has an insane throwing motion.
Hey, that's my boy DJ Langway. I love that dude.
But Long Island
both play him. They play both almost the same amount.
Wow. Good game playing both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long Island.
What are you talking about? They had
the quarterback.
They had 3 quarterbacks play.
Oh, well, then I forgot.
And the most attempts they had was 6. They were 4 for 11 on the game.
That is crazy.
It looks like they barely had the damn ball.
That's bad. Kansas State, North Dakota. This is probably, Kansas State obviously unranked, but only beating North Dakota by 3.
Who was it? Sorry.
Kansas State, North Dakota.
Yeah, that's why they're not ranked anymore. If that's like an indicator for their season.
Oh, they're going to be terrible.
You cannot really take much away from teams beating the shit out of these small teams, but if you're almost losing to them, that's a problem. They have Avery Johnson, who's supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country, from what I've heard, which I didn't really think so anyways. And I didn't really know much about him before last year. But
well, they were on pace to lose. They scored with 47 seconds left to go up 38-35.
That's embarrassing.
So they were losing 35-31 with 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah, that's trash. That's crazy.
That is so bad. North Dakota, 60% throwing, 231 yards, 1 touchdown.
It doesn't even look like he played bad either, Avery Johnson, but you can't be... Their defense can't be that bad.
No. J.C. Brown, though, 12 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown for Kansas State. That's a good game. A rushes for 62 yards for the leading rusher on North Dakota. If you're having a close call like that, your season is toast. So, moving on from Kansas State, we got Texas Tech playing Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, if you would have told me that they're going to beat them by 60, I would have put probably $100 on it. Probably not, but that's an insane. Dropping 67 is a good score.
The spread was 54.
54?
Yeah, and they still covered it. So
crazy. My God.
And they had 3 quarterbacks play.
That is a 54 spread. I was stressing when I took West Virginia 38.5 spread. But they ended up covering. But.
Is that a quarterback or a running back? He is a quarterback. One of their quarterbacks had 1 carry for 64-yard touchdown. So
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he played this, like, it looks like he played the second most. So what?
All right, you keep talking.
All right.
I gotta escape for just a second.
Yeah. They played 3 quarterbacks. They still look like, obviously, they look pretty good if they're beating somebody by 60 points. So we'll move on from that one. This is a game I really want to talk about because I really like Bryce Underwood, number 1 quarterback coming out of high school. He wasn't at LSU, but then they paid that man a lot of money to go to Michigan. Dave Portnoy did. And they play in New Mexico. It's not like a cake game, but it's also not a hard, like, easy game either. And they look decent. Their running back fucking balled for him, 16 for 159 and 3 touchdowns. I forget his name, Justice Haynes. Yeah, Justice Haynes had a great game. I think Bryce Underwood, for his first college game, looked pretty good. And normally Michigan's not known for their skill positions, but they look decent in that front too. So not bad for them. And also New Mexico threw the ball 47 times, which is crazy. And well, actually, just 1 quarterback did. I guess that guy only threw once, but damn, one of New Mexico's running backs had five carries for negative 12 yards and had a 10-yard carry. That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I don't even know how that's possible, honestly. That's an insane stat line. And then moving on to one of the bigger games of the weekend, Clemson LSU, big quarterback battle for two of the best in the country. And I mean, they basically obviously Nussmeier looked a lot better, and Cade Klubnik did not look great. But I think he'll probably play better throughout the season. But he also could not, because I don't feel like he's played very good in general for them. He had 35 touchdowns in the ACC last year, 36. So it's not great. Nussmeier obviously is going to be great. I think he's going to be top 10 pick probably next year in the draft. And I mean, you get a win out of it. Brian Kelly and Dabo going back and forth talking shit to each other, saying that they both played terrible when clearly LSU's defense was absolutely shutting them down in the second half. I mean, they shut each other down, but LSU scored most of their points in the second half. So, it's a good game from either side. Garrett Nussmeier going to be a first-round pick for sure. Did not mean to click on that. No, go back. Yeah, so there's not much else with that game. I mean, it's a great game. Dabo seems like he's getting out of his element a little bit because he isn't fucking winning everything all the time. Then we got Ole Miss, which they had a pay-to-win game as well. Like most teams are going to have the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. And their quarterback, which I was hearing was supposed to be a Heisman candidate, but I don't think you're going to have much of a great shout to be a Heisman candidate if you're throwing 2 interceptions against Georgia State. So, that's not a good start for him. But their running back, 16 carries, 108, and 3 touchdowns. And their backup had 7 for 91. So, I mean, that they obviously look pretty good. They're playing Georgia State, who's not going to look good against them. Ole Miss they're always decent. They're not ever great. It's probably going to be the same this year. Moving on to the next one, we got SMU versus East Texas A&M. Jesus Christ, that's a crazy school to play. Nothing looks like it's too crazy in this game. I mean, it's SMU. They'll probably, I don't even know if they're ranked 17th. No, they went down a spot after winning that game, which I'm not surprised because you're playing a team like that. You should probably win by significantly more. It's just because they're that bad, and you should be a little bit better than that. But, I mean, and I'm pretty sure this is the quarterback they had last year, too, which he's decent. I don't think he's a great quarterback, but he's still pretty good. And then a game I was very shocked about, Arizona State and, what is this school called? North Arizona. I thought that Arizona State would beat the shit out of them. They only won by 19 points, so kind of not a great start for them. And Sam Levitt didn't look like, from what I've been hearing, everybody's talking about he's like a fucking Heisman candidate. I disagree after that game. Like, if you're playing North Arizona, I feel like he should be getting significantly better stats. He ran the ball good, but you should still be able to throw the ball a little better. And I feel like you shouldn't have to throw the ball 39 times and only get 257 yards against a team like Arizona or Northern Arizona, which, I mean, they ran the ball good as a team. Only had 22 carries for 200 yards, but they definitely should play better. And they have a great receiver, Jordan Tyson. He's going to be probably a good pick in the NFL draft next year. And I'm going to wait for a second for Max to get down here because I know he was talking this man up last year. Earlier this year, actually. So, which I don't know why. I mean, I didn't see anything great from him last year. The reason they made the college football playoffs last year is because Cam Scatterboot was one of the best players in the country. So, I guess we'll have to see about that one, but not great for them in my opinion. Another shitty game too. South Carolina, Lenora Sellers didn't look great, which, I mean, he's not a great quarterback. He's a really good athlete. He's good at running the ball. He's got big receivers. Got a great defense. I mean, they didn't look great at all. But, they'll figure it out. Probably didn't get a little better, but I don't think they're going to get much better over the whole season. Especially because Sellers isn't a great quarterback. He's mostly just an athlete.
No, and he also held on to the ball way too long, many possessions.
But I talked about it before you got down here. You was telling me that Sam Levitt's supposed to be some crazy great quarterback.
He is on college football.
Well, yeah, on college football. The fuck. But he had a shit game and they played not shit, but he didn't play great against Northern Arizona.
Yeah, that was a crazy spread too. They had like a.
They were favored by 30 points.
Yeah, insane.
Normally, if you're favored around 30 points, you're probably winning by like 40, 50.
Yeah.
Especially it's Northern Arizona. Arizona State made the college football playoffs last year. I know they lost Cam Scatterbo. They have good receiver. Jordan Tyson's a good receiver. Sam Levitt's supposed to be this dude.
Yeah.
And he got 257 yards from 39 pass attempts.
And threw a pick to Northern Arizona.
Which, I mean, it's still not like terrible, but it's not great, especially for the hype I've heard around him. But he did run the ball very good. He had 7 carries for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it's not like he played terrible, but he also didn't play great. And then my favorite game of the week, because my team didn't win. You see, not going to win any games really this year. But
close game.
Miami beating Notre Dame. Love to see that. I absolutely love it because I can't stand Notre Dame. Hated them ever since Brian Kelly went there. And, because he fucked my team over. But that new quarterback, honestly, I know they lost, but the Notre Dame's new quarterback I thought looked pretty good. Jeremiah Love did not get the ball as much as I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to be carrying the ball a lot, and I think the other guy carried the ball. So it was about the same. But he had 10 carries for 33 yards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Carson Beck did have a good game, 20 for 30. You're looking at 67%, 2 touchdowns, 205 yards.
They got a nice little running back duo back there.
Yeah, with Mark Fletcher.
Mark Fletcher's a big motherfucker, too.
They got Shamar Brown.
Yeah, I think they signed him as a transfer. No, that was Jordan Lyle. They got as a transfer.
And then really receiving Malachi Toney with 6 catches, 82 yards. If you watch
the game, that Malachi Toney dude, he was doing everything. And then maybe one of the craziest catches I've ever seen, C.J. Daniels.
Yeah, that
I
was
literally was watching that game, and I saw that ball flying. I was like, oh, shit, that's an interception. And then he just fucking Odell Beckham's that bitch. I was like, holy shit. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And then they, reviewed it like it was even close. The ball never even came close to the ground. But that was crazy. That was
Travis Hunter has been listed as a starting wide receiver, backup cornerback on the Jaguars depth chart.
I would agree. Since we're basically done with college. I feel like that's going to be a mistake for them because not really a mistake, but you're trading up to get him at 3. I think it's 3, right? Or is it 2?
2.
You trade up to get him at 2. The only way that he is worth a top 10 pick is if he's playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
If he's not playing both sides of the ball, he's probably close to a second round. Probably is a second round pick.
Yeah, then he's not. The value's just not there anymore.
Yeah. You want to do that?
Yeah. Well, the only reason
we also got to go over the Thursday night game.
The only thing that I want to bring up about week 2 is that it is not a very competitive week 2
there's one
matchup. Game. There's one. You got Michigan and
Oklahoma, I think.
Yeah, Michigan and Oklahoma.
Where's it at?
At the very bottom.
Oh, yeah.
That's 7:30 at Saturday night.
I can't wait for that game. I want to see Bryce Underwood ball because I really like Bryce Underwood. I think he's going to be a badass.
Yeah, at Oklahoma.
Every other game is basically just pay to win.
Yeah, Miami, Florida
plays
plays Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, that might be an upset alert right there. South Florida.
Yeah.
Don't take my word on that, but how they looked against Boise, which it's Boise. They play in, I think, the MAC still, or the Mountain West or something.
Yeah, Mountain West.
Yeah, no, it's not the MAC. I don't know why that's the Mid-Atlantic. But I think that if looking at all the games, just peeking at them, maybe Baylor SMU would be an upset to watch. Other than that, I would say probably nothing else.
Yeah.
It looks maybe Kentucky against Ole Miss, but Kentucky barely fucking beat Toledo, so I don't think. Yeah, no. I think everything else is pretty much a wash. Everybody's probably going to win by fucking 30 points. So,
yeah. I agree.
There's not much to talk about the first couple weeks of college besides if a team like them lose or come close to losing, kind of like whoever the fuck it was that won by 3 points.
Kansas State.
Yeah, Kansas State. And then they go out of the rankings. I mean, they obviously lost. That's not going to help them, but.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for college football. Thursday night football this week.
Yeah, and me and him, he's a Penn State fan for the most part, but he is also a UC fan. We're not going to talk about them. I'm probably not going to talk about UC much because they're going to be trash.
UC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Scott Satterfield. It's not going to be good.
No.
Honestly, I'm surprised because of our defense that, like, they wouldn't maybe go and think about making Nebraska, like, getting close to the top 25. Because Dylan Raiola is decent. He's just a weirdo that wants to kiss Patrick Mahomes on his dick. So
yeah, it is a bit strange. But yeah, moving on. You got Cowboys. You got Eagles. I mean, that should be what I think all
got
expect.
A lot of people coming off the injury report for the Eagles.
Yeah,
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Landon Dickerson. I think they said off the injury report now. So I mean, it looking like it might be a bad first game for the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, I think it definitely will be.
Like you lose Marcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons. You have basically no pass rush. Kenny Clark's a good run stopper, like getting in gaps type dude, but it's I just don't think it's going to be good for them.
Yeah, I mean
not going to be a good game.
No.
I don't think. Which it's cool with me because I have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith in my two fantasy leagues, so I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah, I mean
we can talk about that game too.
Yeah, because then Friday.
That's on Friday.
And then Chiefs and Chargers. I mean, obviously,
I hope.
I think the Chiefs should win this.
I think both games will probably be close, just because they're division games.
Yeah,
but I really hope that Kansas City looks like shit, which they probably won't. But
yeah, Chargers got nobody on the injury report.
I think Kansas City is going to look better on offense this year. Probably a little worse on defense because their defense played unreal last year. But the Chargers, I think, should look better. They have more receiving threats. Not really more, but Eli McConkey's in his second year. Obviously, he's going to get a little better, or he should anyways.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnston's in his third year? Or is it second?
I think it's third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he should get better, but then again, I mean, you've seen people be terrible.
Then you got Joshua Palmer. He's on the Bills now.
Yes, they lost him, but they did go get Keenan Allen back.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure Herbert played with him like his first 2 or 3 years. So
I think it'll be nice for Herbert.
I think it will be too. It'll be a nice like little Cooper Cup option type of thing where he's always in the slot, doing short routes to get you first downs and get you maybe 4 or 5 yards if you need it. Especially because Keenan Allen's getting old. He's had a lot of injuries, so he's probably not going to be running like he normally does. But Keenan Allen is a badass, and he's good.
He is. He's still going to be good. And obviously the rest of football, well, we're going to save that for Friday's episode because that's going to be talking about NFL.
Yeah. Well, if we're speaking of which, if we're doing that, let's go take a peek at this Google Doc we got, because on it we have our predictions for week 1. We both said the Eagles and we both said the Chiefs, so I mean that one's really not going to do much for us, win or lose.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So I mean, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to talk about yet. On Friday, there will be a lot more to talk about because we're really going to dive into the weekend. But
also, we've clearly, like the last couple weeks, mostly been talking about football, like NFL. But once everything kind of starts getting rolling, like once NBA is getting kicked off and like
MLB playoffs,
when the MLB playoffs are starting, we'll probably talk a little more about soccer. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about that, so we will kind of like save that for the end if people don't want to listen to it. I know there's some people that probably will, like my brothers would probably want to hear that part or whatever. But most sports we'll probably talk about, not most, because we're not going to be talking about like random shit, talk about polo or something. But yeah, I mean, it'll be more sports once everything starts up again. Like, obviously today we talked about college football. We've been talking about the NFL. We're going to talk about the NBA, but nothing's really happening in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's just been like this season coming up. So.
There's just been a lot of signings and stuff. Me either. I mean, me and him both don't have our best players on our team for next season.
It's going to be a terrible season. But we're still both going to be playoff teams. But
yeah, Southern's not making the playoffs. I'd be embarrassed. But
Pacers still be probably 6th, 7th, or 8th seed.
But I think it'll be a fun NBA season. A lot of new things happening and stuff. And like same with baseball. We would talk about baseball. It's also hard to talk about for us because Reds fans, and they are garbage all the time, and they look like they're about to be in the playoffs, and then they start losing every game they play. So, but we do got a big series coming up against the Mets, so that'll basically decide if we're going to the playoffs or not. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. To expect on Friday, we're probably going to preview, even though we've kind of done it already, but we're just in case some more stuff happens, we're going to go a little, probably more in depth on some of the games to talk about and preview the some of like maybe the bigger games for college football. And I think it's probably about it for Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much else that I can think of
until more shit starts happening. But
yeah.
But like we said in the beginning too, make sure you are following the socials. Make sure you're using promo code JMP.
Wannaparlay.com. Up to $250 on that deposit.
Smackaroos, what do you mean? Get your money. So
yeah. I mean, all you gotta do go make a bet on get a little parlay of like Georgia, Alabama, maybe like
Carson Beck.
I don't know, just
one touchdown.
Yeah, just any something you're sure that's gonna hit. Guess what? Free money for you.
Exactly.
So,
but yeah, so that's it for us today. Be watching out for our TikToks and everything else, and this will also be on YouTube. So if you actually want to sit down and watch it, always going to be on YouTube. Other than that, we are only on Spotify for right now. So
yeah,
some things out with Apple.
Not liking us right now.
Just some distribution.
Neither does Twitter either.
Bullshit.
Because I got a thing on Twitter that said that I'm posting spam.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how am I? I literally messaged Twitter. Was like, dude, I'm posting about my shit. What is the problem with that?
Yeah.
But whatever. Fuck them.
They hate us because they ain't us. You know?
They hate us.
All right.
They ain't us.
That's it for today. Be checking out for all of our socials and be looking out for that promo code. I mean, it's the same every week, but we're posting stuff every week. So if you want some free money, make sure you claim it. Then follow our picks if you want, because we are so good at betting.
Yeah, I hit all my bets.
All right.
Toodles.
See ya.